So, you're thinking of moving to Bluffton, South Carolina, and you want to live in a golf course community. Today, we're going to be looking at all the golf course communities, the public ones, the private ones, the prices, the fees, the amenities, everything you need to know, and some houses that are for sale in those neighborhoods. So let's get started right now. Want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Low Country, whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market in the South Carolina Low Country. My name is David Simcox, host of Low Country Lifestyles and a local realtor. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you and you and you looking to make their move to the South Carolina Low Country, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're making your move in 3 days or 3 months, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. Again, in today's video, we're going to be looking at all the golf course communities in Bluffton, South Carolina, so you can see the difference in the private golf courses, the public golf clubs, and exactly what you get for the money. So let's get started right now. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the top 10 golf courses in Bluffton. And the easiest way I'm going to do this is I'm actually just going to go in alphabetical order so you can see a little bit more about these golf course communities and learn a little bit more about them. So the first community we're going to look at is Belfair. And just so you can see a little bit about Belfair, Belfair was established back in 1811 by William Telfair and Betsy Bellinger. And it was a beautiful plantation on about 1,100 acres. And now it has been converted to a private golf course, and it's about 730 home sites. And it is a gated golf community. They've got 2 championship golf courses. I believe they're both Tom Fazio. They have a 29-acre golf learning center and a 32,000 square foot golf course. They also have 6 hard true clay courts, 2 grass courts, and it's overlooking the Colleton River. They also have a health and fitness center, biking trails, kayaking, restaurants, and dining in the adjacent Belfair Town Village. But just to give you an idea on a map where this is at, all of this area in here is Bluffton. This is Hilton Head Island. And over here is Belfair. And you can see it is right on the river, as I mentioned. And if you want to see prices in here, this is, of course, current listings, but if you're watching this 6 months or a year from now, you're going to see other prices and other properties, but starting around 900,000 and going up to 2.275 million. And if you want to see just kind of what some of these houses look like, again, this is just for illustration purposes, because again, these houses are probably going to be sold by the time you purchase, but this is, again, just an idea. That's one house. I'll just go through a few of these. There's another one. Just give you an idea of some of the architectural styles in here. And there you go. So that gives you just a little idea. And let's zoom over to Belfair's website so you can see kind of what that looks like. And absolutely gorgeous. They've got this cool video you can watch, minute and a half long video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you can see as you pull up to Belfair, you're going through these absolutely gorgeous oak trees on the on the drive up. And so if you have time, maybe go over to the Belfair website and take a look at that. The other thing about Belfair, you'll notice there is a one-time initiation fee here of $70,000. and the annual fee is $20,588 right now. That can change, and that is, of course, because it is a private golf club. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, so the next community we're going to look at is called Berkeley Hall. And Berkeley Hall, again, is a private golf course, so only members can play there. It's about 960 acres. I believe, well, I know it's on the Ocoee River, and I'm not sure how many home sites there are there. I'll have to go back and look. But a couple of key things about this: they've got 2 championship golf courses as well as a 30-acre practice facility and clubhouse. They've got 6 Har-Tru tennis courts. They do have a fitness and recreation center, as well as 10 miles of a greenway trail system. They've got a state-of-the-art spa, a fitness center, and swimming pool facilities. And let's just take a quick peek at some of these. Well, let's show you where it's at on the map. So we're all kind of in the same area. Again, here's Bluffton right in here, and this is Hilton Head Island. And as you can see, this community is right here. If I zoom in enough, you can actually see their golf course. And let's just take a quick peek. So right now, there's only 5 homes for sale, and these are priced at, well, we've got one at $895. There you go. That shows you a little bit what these look like. Here's one at 1.495, one at 1.5, one at 1.9, and one at 2.1. So again, just gives you a quick idea. And this is very similar to if somebody came into my office and flew in from New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, wherever, and they sat down in my office, I would pull all this information up on my screen and share it with them. And so I'm kind of sharing it with you. So you don't have to fly here. In Berkeley Hall, there is a $65,000 initiation fee and a $24,230 annual fee. So again, that is because it is a private club. It's a private golf club, very high end. And so let's just take a quick peek at the Berkeley Hall website so you can get a feel for this. I mean, you can see from the video here on the homepage of the Berkeley Hall website, this is just absolutely breathtaking. And if you want to go to their website, you can check it out. They've got information about their golf. They've got information about their lifestyle. They've got all information about the low country in general. All right, so let's keep going on. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is called Eagles Point. And Eagles Point consists of about 249 or 250 homes in Bluffton. And it is, I believe, a Davis Love golf course. Let me double check that and make sure. Yep, Davis Love, the third 18-hole golf course with a practice facility, clubhouse, and pro shop. That one here, there's only 2 houses for sale in here right now, one for $515 and one for $459. So you can see pricing is a little bit more reasonable. And let's go back and show you where that's at in relation to everything else. Again, it's on this side of 278. Right here in Bluffton, right near Hilton Head Island, just to give you an idea for what you get for the money. $459,000, not bad at all. And just, just a peek here. And so Eagles Point, because it is not a private golf club, the POA fee is only $1,460. So very, very affordable annual property owner association fee to live in there. Now, if you want to join the golf club or you want to play golf in there, 100%, that's up to you. You can play or not play, but it is available. And I believe they do allow outside folks to golf in there as well. So it's a public course. All right, let's move on to our next option. All right, so the next community we're going to look at is called Hampton Hall. And Hampton Hall is absolutely a beautiful community right here, kind of tucked back in a different part of Bluffton. So the other ones that we've looked at so far have been on this side of 278. Now we're coming over here, and it does have an 18-hole Pete Dye signature golf course. It also has a health and fitness club. It's got tennis courts, basketball courts. It's got indoor and outdoor pools. I know a lot of people love that indoor pool. Of course, bocce balls. They've got 6.5 miles of walking trails. They've got a children's playground, all kinds of really great stuff. Let's take a quick peek just so you can see price-wise here. This is a townhome, so for $599, you've got one for $775. I actually took a peek in that one yesterday. This one for just over $1 million. Again, these probably won't be for sale when you're watching this video, but it gives you an idea, kind of what you get for the money. One of the things people like about Hampton Hall is it has bigger lots. So typically 1/3 of an acre to 1/2 an acre, which is pretty rare in the Bluffton area. So for Hampton Hall, you do have a one-time capital contribution fee of $20,275. And then an annual POA fee of $5,098. That does not include the golf privileges. So there are additional fees if you want to join the golf club, but it is not required. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to our next one. All right. So this next one is called Island West, and Island West is right here off of 278, but it is on the other side of 278 from some of the other ones we've looked at. So again, Bluffton's right here, Hilton Head is right here, and we're right here below 278. And it is kind of a little bit more of a traditional gated neighborhood in Bluffton. It is not a private club. It is a public golf course. So anyone can play there, and you do not have to join the golf club to live there, but it is really nice to live in a golf course community and be able to drive your golf cart around and decide whether you want to play or not play. It's a Fuzzy Zoller golf course. I probably mispronounced that. So if I mispronounced it, comment down below and let me know. 18-hole signature golf course. They do have a roughly 4,000 square foot clubhouse, a junior Olympic sized swimming pool, shuffleboard, basketball, tennis, a children's playground, and all kinds of great social activities that you can participate in. And let's just take a quick peek here. So again, price wise, here's one for $599, and you can see this is a little bit more of just a neighborhood feel. $650 for this one, $684 for this one, $715, $750 for this one. But the nice thing about Island West is right here, the POA fee is only $1,510, which, I mean, that's pretty good when you compare it to some of the ones we've been looking at that are $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to live in a golf neighborhood. So you can live in Island West, you can play as much or as little as you want, and it's not going to break the banks. All right, so let's move on to the next golf course neighborhood. All right, so the next one is called Pinecrest, and again, this is a public golf course. So you can choose to join the golf course. You can play as much or as little as you want. You can just play per round, but we're right here, tucked back in Bluffton again. So just below 278 down here. Down half of the neighborhood is on one side of Bluffton Parkway and half is on the other side. And I really like this neighborhood because if you zoom in, they've got some really nice amenities over there beside the clubhouse. So I'm just zooming in enough so you can kind of see, but they've got this beautiful lap pool. They've got tennis courts. They've got, actually they put some pickleball courts in here recently. They've got a full-size basketball court, which is really cool. This building over here is a little workout facility, and they have a children's playground area. So I really like this as an option. And price wise, you've got, here's one for $450. It's a, one car garage, but very cute. Then you've got this one here for $475. Again, these will probably be gone by the time you're ready to buy, so these are just for illustration purposes. Here's one and a couple more, $599 and $649. Just so you can kind of see what you're getting for the money. But again, really, really a great deal. Pinecrest is only $900 per year to live there. And you've got all those amenities, the pool, the basketball, the tennis, the workout room, all that stuff. And then you can still ride your golf cart around, and you can still golf as much or as little as you want. So really, really a good option. All right, I'm going to go out of order and go on to the next one. All right, so the next one is called Colleton River Plantation. And I know I said I was going to go in alphabetical order, and so I'm sorry I kind of didn't, but here we are at Colleton River Plantation, and now we're back to the private golf courses, the private clubs. All right, so again, this is a very high-end exclusive club in Bluffton. So Bluffton is right here, Hilton Head Island is right here, and you have to go way down a long road to get out here to Colleton River Plantation. As you can see, it's right here. So Colleton River is about 1,500 acres, and there's about 684 standalone homes in the community right now. It is a private gated community, and it has a Pete Dye golf course and a Jack Nicklaus golf course, both absolutely gorgeous. And I believe they also have a 9-hole Augusta style par 3 course. They also have the Stan Smith Tennis Center, which is very, very popular. It's got 5 Har-Tru tennis courts. Those of you that are tennis players can appreciate having the Har-Tru tennis courts. They also have a fitness center and a spa with a pool, and they have deep water docks out here on the river. So if you're into boating or fishing or water sports or anything like that, lots of biking trails and all kinds of things to do in there. So real quickly, let's look at prices on these so you can get a feel. 1.795, 2 million. This one looks like it's being built. Here's one for 2.3, 2.5, 3.4. And in Colleton River, the initiation fee is $90,000 and the annual fee is $27,125. Again, this is because it is a private golf course and a private club, so keep that in mind. And let's take a quick peek at Colleton River website so you can get a feel for this. I mean, look at this. It is absolutely gorgeous. And you can see some of the scenery here on their website, just showing you what the lay of the land looks like. And I mean, this is really a dream for a golfer to live in a community like this. Okay, so let's keep going on to our next property, our next community. All right, so this next community is called Oldfield, and this is most definitely one of my favorite private communities. It is also a private golf club, but it has some really unique amenities as well. So all the other ones we've been looking at were here above 278, and a couple were nestled inside of Bluffton. This one is over here off of 170, kind of heading out towards Beaufort and Port Royal. And you can see it's right here on the river, and that is the Okatee River. And so they actually have a Greg Norman golf course, and it is absolutely gorgeous out there. They have indoor and outdoor pools. They've got a fitness room, or fitness center, I should say. It's really quite the fitness center. They also have equestrian facilities, so horseback riding, all kinds of things, and then boating, kayaking, lots of activities down on the river. They have their own dining facilities on site. Let's take a look at some of the prices so you can get a feel for these. And so here's one, 748, 764, And these are new construction homes. It looks like they're advertising. This one looks like it is a resale home. And Oldfield definitely has like a very classic Southern architecture with these big front porches. And really, like, you feel like you're looking through a Southern Living magazine when you look at some of these houses. Really, really, really pretty. Some of them are on the water, some of them are not on the water. So this one, yeah, you can see on this one, it's on the river. So really absolutely beautiful. That one's at 1.8 million, but it gives you an idea. Here's an absolutely beautiful home. Again, these are just for illustration purposes, so you can get an idea. But this one's at 1.9 million. And let's take a look at, don't want to get ahead of ourselves. All right, so here is the Oldfield website. And just wanted to give you a quick peek because they have such beautiful photos on here. That's the dock, equestrian facilities, like I said. And it is just absolutely gorgeous out here. And if you want to check out their website, you can see everything that they have going on out here. Golf, they've got the River Club, fishing and hunting and racket sports and fitness and aquatics. I mean, it goes on, and there's all kinds of clubs you can be a member of. Okay, so let's move on to our next neighborhood. Oh, sorry, let me go back for a second. I think I forgot to tell you about the fees on this one. So the initiation fee is $34,000, and there is also a initial fee of $16,000, and then the annual fee is $10,744. That, to the best of my knowledge, does not include golf. That is just kind of like the social membership. And then if you want golf, there is an additional fee above and beyond that. All right, let's move on to our next neighborhood. All right, so our next neighborhood is called Palmetto Bluff. And a lot of you have probably heard of that because it's starting to become rather famous. It's very popular for celebrity sightings. People are having weddings out there. There is also a luxury hotel out there that is called the Montage, and I think it's around $800 to $1,000 a night now to stay out there, but it is absolutely beautiful and very, very exclusive behind a gate. Once you come through the gate, you drive down a very long road, and then you feel like you've come into almost a whole nother city or a whole nother village there. And Palmetto Bluff is about 20,000 acres. It is absolutely huge, and it's bordered by 3 different rivers. So you have the May River, you have the Cooper River, and you have the New River. And they have marina facilities on the May River right now. They're putting in another marina over on the New River. They have a golf course right now. They've got an 18-hole golf course. They are building another 9-hole golf course that they're basically under construction right now. They're going to have another 18-hole golf course within the next couple of years. I mean, there is a million things to do out there. Marina facilities, bikes, you can rent bikes or have your own bikes. They've got kayaks and paddleboarding and racket sports, and they even have their own equestrian facilities and barns, and they have their own gardens that they supply their own restaurants, and they've got a shooting club, and I mean, you name it, it's unbelievable. They've got a spa out there. I'm sure I'm forgetting all kinds of things, but it is quite the experience. Let's take a quick peek at the prices so you can get an idea here. So 1.1 million, then they go as high. There's 38 listings in here. So I'm going to go all the way to the end and show you the top end of that market is about 8.7 million. And there are houses that are like in a little village style setting on little tiny lots, and those are around $1 million. But then you also have these estates out there, so behind their own gates. Like this one here is on 15 acres, and it's within the main facility of Palmetto Bluff. So anything from like village style living to a 15-acre estate is within Palmetto Bluff. I'll zoom through a couple more of these. I'm not going to show you every one. We'll just kind of skip through these and get to a few more. Here for 1.8 million, you get something that looks similar to this. And then let's go about halfway through here. You get up into about 2 million and you start getting properties that look like this. And let's just maybe look at one or two more. All right, when you get in the mid to high twos, again, you're getting something like this. And let's look at the dues here. Palmetto Bluff is a one-time initiation fee of $40,000. Plus, I believe 0.25% of the sale price goes to a community fee. And then the annual fee is just over $12,000 here. And that does not include golf. So there are other clubs that you can join once you're in Palmetto Bluff. They have the golf club. They also have the boating club. They have the shooting club. And equestrian, I believe, is just kind of, pay as you go. I don't think they have a club out there, but there are different clubs that you can kind of add on to your membership. And so Palmetto Bluff, again, I popped over to the website so you can kind of get a feel for this. But really, if you love the outdoors and you love kind of that nature lifestyle, Palmetto Bluff is absolutely gorgeous. And they're really big on conservation and preservation. And they've got so many events there. Like throughout the year, I think there's a couple of events per day, at least one per day throughout the whole year. Things from concerts in the park to farmers markets to learning how to do pottery to, artists that come and live there and paint and do things. They call it artists in residence. They have running events through the woods. It's amazing. It really is pretty cool. All right, with that being said, let's move on to our next neighborhood. All right, so our next community here in our top golf course communities in Bluffton is called Rose Hill. And Rose Hill is pretty unique because it's actually, let me pull up the map here. It's basically split in half between Rose Hill, the golf course side, and Rose Hill, the equestrian side. And so, I don't know, there's no properties, it looks like, available on the golf course side, but right here on this side of 278 is what they call the golf course side. And so there are golf courses over on this side. They are public golf courses, so you can play as much or as little as you want. And they also have all kinds of swimming pools, and they've got a really great tennis center over there. Actually, my son played tennis over there and took tennis lessons for a while. And then on the other side of the street is what they call the estate side or the equestrian side, which is right over here. And these are bigger properties, and some of them actually have their own horse stables and barns at the properties. And if I zoom in here, you'll notice this big open space is actually polo fields. So they have polo tournaments out here, and it's really quite awesome. And then they also have a dock and a facility down on the river, so you're able to enjoy and experience the river over here. And let's just take a quick peek at the prices in Rose Hill. So these are going to be on the estate side, and here you've got one for $899, and then you've got one for $950. Again, just to give you an idea. Again, this is on 2.4 acres. So this is really unique in Bluffton to have the opportunity to have that kind of acreage in Bluffton. This one is on just under an acre, which is still a really big lot for 1.2, 1.27, and here's one for 1.6. But the other thing I really, really like, and if you're over on the golf course side, you are going to have lower prices on the real estate. So probably you will find things below $1 million and maybe even between 700 to like 800 in that range. And they are smaller houses. They're not these huge houses. And the thing that is really nice about Rose Hill is you can see the initiation fee, $3,750, and then a community enhancement fee of $1,500. But the annual dues at Rose Hill is only $2,500, which I think is an absolute steal because you get access to the river, the dock, you get access to watching the polo. You get out, you're living in a golf course facility. There's swimming pools. There's so much to do there that I really feel like Rose Hill is one of the biggest bangs for your buck. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, in Bluffton. And here's the Rose Hill website if you want to take a peek at it and check it out. There's information about the golf, there's information about the tennis, there's information about the equestrian facilities, and they have a really great restaurant over by the golf course. Actually, the owner of my company loves to eat over there. He said that's one of his favorite places. So the other cool thing about Rose Hill, if you get a chance, I don't know if they'll have it on here, but there's actually a historic mansion on the property that this was the original house that this plantation was at, and they built this neighborhood around it, but the mansion still exists, and it's still privately owned. It's really cool, and I think they allow people to go in and check it out once a year. So I haven't actually been in the house, but I hear it's really cool. All right, so we are going to move on to our last and final golf course community in Bluffton. All right, so the last one is also the one with the most homes for sale. So this is called Sun City, and this is actually an active adult community. So that means that folks that buy in here or folks that live in here have to be over 55 years old. And so I said this is, the biggest golf course community in Bluffton, but it actually spans multiple cities and multiple counties, because the other ones we were looking at were all over here in Bluffton. Now, when we go over here, you've got all of these, they're in Beaufort County, and this is considered Bluffton over here. But when you go across the street, this now is Jasper County. And they're actually they bought all this land over here and they're building that out, and that's going to be the newest section. And then you go across the street right here, and this is called Riverbend, and these are all custom homes, and this also is considered Bluffton. So this is Beaufort County. There's one for sale for $799 in here. Over in the new construction side, you can see they're in the 5s, 6s, 7s. There's a couple in the 4s. And then over here on the south side, which is Bluffton, you've got them in the 4s, 6s, all the above. But there are 2 championship golf courses on the south side. There is also a golf course here on the north side. There's also a hitting range. And besides the golf, the golf is incredible. And it used to be open for anybody. It was a public course, but just recently they made it so only folks that live in Sun City can play at these courses. So you do have to live in there, but you do not have to be a member of the golf course. So if you want to live in Sun City, you don't have to join the golf course. And I'll just pull a couple of these up so you can kind of see what they look like. There's one. We'll just maybe do like 3 of these. 2. And let's maybe look over at this custom home one here. So you can see custom home for $799. And the really nice thing about Sun City is it's very reasonable, and you get so much bang for your buck. There are hundreds of millions of dollars worth of amenities. So, I've got another video you can go watch, which is called Top 10 Things to Do in Sun City. But there's golf, there's pickleball, there's tennis, there's like 100 different clubs you can join. And there's woodworking clubs, there is model sailboat clubs. There is, anything, travel clubs, anything that you could ever want to do. They say if you get bored in Sun City, it's basically your own fault. So you can go over here to the Sun City Community Association page, and you can click on some of this, look at our lifestyle, and you'll see all the activities that there is to do. Again, this is a active adult community, so it is 55 plus. So we've gone through, actually, I promised you 10 neighborhoods. I think we actually went through 11. So hopefully you have a good idea of what is available for golf course communities in Bluffton. All right, thanks for staying till the very end. I hope you learned something today about the golf course communities in Bluffton, South Carolina. It's been my pleasure spending time with you. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with the latest in the low country and the market here and everything going on, be sure and like, subscribe, tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market here in the South Carolina low country. As always, my name is David Simcox, host of Low Country Lifestyles and a local realtor. Be sure, if you want to find your low country lifestyle, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or book a Zoom call, all in the description below. And until next time, I really enjoyed spending time with you today.